Welcome back. We had a question raised on another one of our videos concerning the case trapper, and correspondent called us to task on the difference between a Spey blade and a skinning blade, and we're going to sort that out real quick. On the trapper model, this is called the skinning blade, and it's the best variant is found on this old Buck model, and Buck for whatever reason decided to discontinue it, and it's the model 314. It's a great example of a trapper, and for you trapper fans, send some email to Buck and tell him to bring it back. At any rate, the trapper and the Stockman came out about the same time in the late 1800s. The trapper was designed for literally the trapper. This is before synthetic insulation and furs were actually used in clothing and other things, and this was designed to remove the hide off of, beaver or fox or whatever. At about the same time, the Stockman pattern, the 3 pattern we all know, was developed, and this was supposedly to be used in certain livestock protocol. And to keep this as G-rated as possible, we'll keep it as clean as we can. This was supposedly designed for castrating of male animals. Problem is, this is a little short for use in beef animals, and so this is the Spey, and it works well in swine. And when I was at Cal Poly Pomona, the university there, we used a scalpel like this if we are castrating boars, and you'll notice these two are very similar. However, here again, keeping it as G-rated as possible, these are a little short to be used in a beef animal, and these are far too long to be tried to use on a swine. It's kind of like trying to write with your pen clear at the end, so this extra length is very troublesome. So at any rate, we actually found that the clip point worked better, and we ended up using this old timer. It's the OT 149 or 9, I'll remember later anyway, and it locks open. Problem is, old timer is no longer made here in the good old US of A, but this happens to be a vintage production from that time period. But what's interesting to me is that on a Stockman's pattern, they don't invariably have a Spey blade. This is a case product here, and it's got a leather punch, which works very well. And so if you're actually a cowboy and you've got saddle leather and bridles and so forth, sometimes you definitely need the leather punch over the Spey blade. But Case was smart enough, they did keep this nice long, what they call, depending upon whose nomenclature you're fighting with, this is either a Turkish clip or a California clip or a long clip. But anyway, it's a long and narrower blade, and this is actually a better blade for use on beef animals. So if you want to call a Stockman a cowboy, believe it or not, this Case variant is actually a little better, and because it's got a leather punch and a blade you can use for other livestock protocol as soon as you can get it out. So anyway, hopefully we've cleared up the problem between the Spey blade and the long skinning blade, and that's it for today. And remember to subscribe for some future updates. Thank you.